Howdy, y'all. I am back, believe it or not. I'm feeling a little bit rusty. I suppose I am. But I'm coming back today to announce that I'm going to start selling off lots from my collection. I've been inspired, as I'm always inspired, by ETA Nick. He was my original YouTube buddy, and he's been selling off a lot of his unwanted stuff here lately in a very unique way, and I'm going to adopt some of those very same processes, maybe just streamline them a bit to a buy it now lot and all this kind of stuff. Anyway, I've got a little stack of books here to show as an example of what I'm talking about. But before I get into all that, I want to show this lovely birthday card that I got from Matilda Gothica. Right? Here's the envelope. All the way from Israel. Right? Got this lovely thing from Matilda. She emailed me here, I don't know, a month ago or 6 weeks ago and said, you know, John, I made a birthday card for you for back in October, but I never sent it. So I got this really nice hand-drawn birthday card from Matilda Gothica, and it arrived in early July. So thank you, my dear. It's it's a pretty funny thing to get a birthday card that's just so out of loop with, you know, my actual birthday. But I do appreciate you thinking about me. I truly do, my dear. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. You're spreading joy and just happiness throughout the community. So anyway, here, let me just pull those off of here. Yeah, Nick is in the process of selling. Another one of my very closest buddies, Patrick, that's Luther Manning, is also in the process of doing some selling, you know, whittling down the collections to just the essentials. And I gotta say that I actually began that process back in, I don't know, it must have been around 1990 or so, when I started selling comic books through the classified ads of the Comic Buyer's Guide. 1990, 91, 92, and then I started setting up at some local Harrisburg, Pennsylvania shows in about 92, 93, 94, and I sold a whole ton of books during that period too. But I gotta say, so the second half of the 90s was a wash. I didn't really buy anything. I didn't really sell anything. I wasn't really interested in comic books anymore. Oh, I would go spin the rack at Walden Books, you know, and I would pull out a Superman or a Batman cover I liked or something like that. But nothing else happened until March of 2000 when I got the internet in my home and I started selling on eBay. Long story short, between 1990 and say 2010, 2011, maybe 2012, I sold up between 7,000 and 8,000 books. Great, right? Anyway, my collection is down. I'm down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 8 long boxes, right? And I really would like to get that down to about 2 long boxes, 3 at the most. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start selling books, in lots. Let's just do this. I actually put this beautiful Grateful Dead t-shirt up here. Well, it was on a whim, but I put it up because I wanted to address it, and we'll address it now. I bought this thing probably 20 years ago. I never wore or would consider wearing, you know, some tie-dyed concert t-shirt or whatever. But this illustration was so beautiful regarding the band's song Scarlet Begonias. The lyrics being, and you can see the illustration, the wind in the willows played T42. The sky was yellow and the sun was blue. The wind in the willows played T42. The sky was yellow and the sun was blue. Anyway, okay, so yeah, there's Scarlet Begonias on that. If you want to know about that song, Scarlet Begonias, Google it. And I think on YouTube you can probably find what is my absolute favorite live performance of it, May 21st, 1977 in Lakeland, Florida. 5/21/77, Lakeland, Florida. All right, anyway, the idea is to sell a ton of these modern books, all kind of near mint, right? Anything, and I call modern books anything post 1990. Maybe I'm late to, you know, the table or whatever, but anyway, I'm gonna sell a bunch of dollar books. Excuse me. 25 books for 25 bucks. Plus that shipping. I will ship them via, what is it, the priority shipping. The unlimited is much weight as you can cram in a box. I don't even remember what the hell that's called. But it's like $16 a box for the shipping. So I'll sell 25 books, 25 bucks, plus that $16 shipping. Just to get things started. The next round will kind of be 25 books for 50 bucks. And those are going to be a little more into the Bronze Age, you know, mid-grade bronze, stuff like that. But again, when I start showing those books, you'll understand what I'm saying. And also, I'm gonna try and sell a bunch of Silver Age books, just kind of as they are. Now look, the more astute viewers of my channel will recognize that I actually tried to sell this duo about a year ago. No one seemed to be very interested. X-Men number 39. Lovely, beautifully centered copy. It's a solid fine. Lovely off-white pages. Nothing real crazy going on here. Just beautifully presenting mid-grade copy. And this I actually bought from ETA Nick. Here's Nick's stamp on the board. And here's my stamp on the board. Right? Beautiful mid-grade, everything clean, tight, no restoration, everything super duper. And X-Men number 57. A lovely, fine, strictly graded fine copy. Beautifully centered. Nothing distracting from the overall presentation of it. It, I'm sure, has some surface wear that is not breaking the color and all. Centerfold is tight. Lovely off-white pages. Right, that's the kind of thing that I'm going to be selling. So I'll have these lots of 25 books. And then I'll sell something like this, like books like this. I did just look them up for recent sales on eBay, and they're selling for, in these grades, about 25 bucks a piece. So here you go. 40 bucks. 40 bucks plus what's it called? Priority shipping. It's closing in on 50 bucks. So let's just say 50 bucks, you know, for these two lovely, beautiful books. Right? And let's not forget the one came from Nick and John's collection, right? If you want them, you know, my email is drvonchilla1 at gmail.com. Dr. Von Chilla, one word, 1, Dr. Von Chilla 1 at gmail.com. Hey, let me know. Anyway, and the final question I have here is anybody even interested in what I have to sell? Am I just wasting my time here on YouTube? Should I just go right to eBay? I got several dozen books that, you know, I could slab and send, clean, press and slab and send on to Comic Connect like Nick is doing now. I just follow Nick. He just does, you know, his brain works the very same way that mine does, and I just do whatever he does. Is there any interest in seeing these lots that I have for sale? I'm not asking an arm and a leg. Prices I think are very fair. That's how I sold all these other 7,000 to 8,000 books that I sold, the reason I sold them was because I priced them very fairly. Is there any interest from anyone out there to see what I have to sell? Otherwise, I'll just go right to eBay and, and that'll be that. Anyway, yeah, I am rusty, aren't I? Well, my health isn't too good, and that's that. All right. See you all later. Bye-bye.